Swift Jarrett Hurd says, shaking my head, I did not lose to Mayweather Promotions Luis CUBA Arias on the Mayweather-Paul undercard. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm going to let you know what I think in this video. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Listen, people, we're hitting our goals. Shout out to everybody for the beautiful support that you've sent on this channel. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Hit the subscribe button, share the video. Let's keep leveling up the content. It enables me to do more. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and enjoy the boxing. This is your one-stop shop for all your boxing needs. Now, let's jump right into it. Swift Jarrett Hurd lost his last fight. It was on the Floyd Mayweather, easy work, I ain't got to worry about, versus Logan Paul exhibition. This is what he had to say in the comment section. Shaking my head, I just watched this fight. Arias did not beat me. That ring mat kept giving him a break. What he's referring to is the weather is just like in Texas. The Florida weather is very unpredictable, very inclement. And there was a point in his fight, I don't think there was really any major issues in the Ocho Cinco fight or any other fight that was televised, the Mayweather-Logan Paul fight. But during his fight, unfortunately, it was like humid, but it started to rain out there. And they kept, there's a point where Luis CUBA Arias, he was slipping down and falling. And then the ref was like, no knockdown, no knockdown. And I guess after reviewing it, he believes that he beat Luis CUBA Arias. So I want to kind of give my thoughts on the performance from Jarrett Hurd. I have an in-depth breakdown on the channel, so make sure you check that on the channel as well. It gives my more immediate thoughts when it first happened. And I disagree with him. At the end of the day, I think Jarrett Hurd is a good dude. I've covered his fights and things like that, but at the end of the day, I got to give you my honest take. And I did think he lost the fight. So he's saying he watched the fight and Arias did not beat him. Let's look at some of the comments, see what they're saying. Sorry, champ, big fan, but you lost. There's a lot that you need to work on, accept it, and come back stronger. Okay, so that person's kind of agreeing. And he said, bruh. So he just posted this. This is a fresh video for you. Sorry, champ, I'm a big fan, but you lost. Give up, please. Oh, wow. So the early responders have kind of sounded like they're on the same type of time as me. Listen, it's nothing personal. It's never nothing personal. It's always business. So, just on some boxing talk stuff, I just thought he lost the fight. I thought Luis CUBA Arias, he had enough dog in him. Like, there was a point where he got cut in the fight and he kept warring back. He was landing some big, huge bombs, some overhand rights, and it was catching him flush. And I feel like I didn't see enough adaptation from Swift Jarrett Hurd. Like, he's a guy who, his own admission in the telecast, they said he was weighing 217. So that could be part of his problem, coming from 217 and then, your father passed and then you have to kill yourself to make weight. You have to cut all this weight. So that's something that's probably not recommended for fighters. I understand fighters in this new modern era, a lot of them do it, like where their walk around weight is like crazy bigger. But learn from the greats. You look at Manny Pacquiao. He's getting ready for Errol Spence, and he don't look far from the weight he got to make. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, legends like him, Bernard Hopkins, B-Hop. There's a lot of people that follow this code, and I think you'll be better. That's just my own personal opinion from what I know. But as far as the fight, I thought Luis CUBA Arias, he did enough to win. Offhand, I don't have my actual scorecard because I watched it, did a Boxingego watch party, but definitely thought he won. I thought he landed the better selection of punches. I thought he was aggressive when he needed to be. Luis CUBA Arias even revealed post-fight, he said, man, you hurt me. There was times where you hurt me, but you didn't even capitalize on it, and you allowed me. He said, you know, at the end of the day, you hurt me. You could at least like drop me or, you know, furthered your cause, but you let me off the hook. So underdog won. To me, the underdog won. I just didn't see enough. And here's the other thing. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. The other thing with Jarrett Hurd is the way he's been fighting under his new coach. Listen, his coach trains a lot of amateurs, I believe, out of the Olympic Center. I think he even trained Shakur Stevenson in terms of pros, K. Karama. But I don't know if that style works for Jarrett Hurd, because I don't know. I don't know what his amateur experience is, but he doesn't have like an amateur style. And you gotta, if anything, you gotta add, it's like a mold or a sculpture. You have clay and you can like take away small spots of clay, but you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to take away too much. And the way he's been fighting doesn't look like what's gotten him this far. He's trying to fight, came out in a Philly shell, like he Floyd Mayweather. He was fighting off the ropes when it wasn't a good look, and he was getting hit with huge overhand rights, things like that. So it's like, where is this style like being implemented in an effective way? You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to stick to what you do, and then maybe just fine tune it. Like, keep your walk around weight closer to what you do, or just little stuff, jab more. But to try to overall change his whole style, he reverted back to almost like the brawler in spots, but then there's spots. He didn't really, here's a great way to frame it. Jarrett Hurd didn't really have an identity to me, because there's some moments where he's trying to do some cutesy, like Mayweather shoulder roll type of slickster style. And then when he started getting hit hard, he started reverting back to almost a walk you down, reckless abandon. And, you know, I don't really recall, because the Showtime, I tried to order the fight from Showtime, but it didn't work. So as a result, I had to order it from Fanmio. And I don't really remember what was being said in Hurd's corner, but I don't really remember any corner advice that was like legendary to help him. And he seemed like he lacked an identity. And this is now the second fight in a row. This was the other one with Chia Santana with the new coach. And he didn't look good in this fight, you know, especially considering Chia Santana was a guy that my boy Kareem Mayfield had knocked out before. And he came from smaller divisions and he was fighting at 54. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Swift Jarrett Hurd believes he won, but I didn't see that. I thought Luis CUBA Arias, he was also, you have to look at how the judges are scoring the fight. He looks like he's getting off first, getting off the aggressive shots, and you being the bigger person are allowing him to usher you back. And then your defense is not like, you know who's good, underrated good for like the new generation of fighting off the ropes? Jermall Charlo. Watch him this weekend on Showtime. But if you watch that fight with Brandon Adams, if we're talking about the younger fighters, because Floyd, that's too easy. Floyd can definitely fight off the ropes. But if we're talking about younger fighters, Jermall Charlo, he was actually fighting off the ropes. I was there live ringside at that Jermall Charlo Brandon Adams fight, and he was pretty crafty, shorter, and he was using some good movement. And Charlo was fighting well and backing Adams up off the ropes. But when Hurd was going to the ropes, he was almost getting bullied and caught with unnecessary shots and taking too many shots. And like I said, it looked like he lacked an identity. 1 minute he's like the cutesy boxer with a shoulder roll, slicker style, and then the next moment he's like just going to war. So he's like in between two styles, it looks like to me. So I don't know if this training fit or something just looked off. You know, some people were saying with the bereavement and the passing of his father, it's very unfortunate news. Sorry to hear that. Some people think that, you know, could have had an effect on him, but I don't want to necessarily use that, even though that's a horrible thing for anyone to go through, because before that happened, he kind of looked the same way in the Chia Santana fight. So I don't know if he's been working with like Terrence Crawford or different people and trying to pick up different things, but it doesn't look like what's garnered him the wins. And I've seen and covered, I was at the Lotta fight ringside. That was a great fight. I was at Swift Jarrett Hurd when he fought on the Wilder Fury Part 1 undercard, the Staples Center, against that dude, Jason Wellborn or whatever. And he just looked different in those fights. A lot of people have said that maybe the J-Rock loss took something out of him psychologically, and that's when I noticed it. So I've said that too, is like maybe the J-Rock fight has him second guessing just for that split second. Like, just imagine if you were a shooter, like I'm talking about guns, like let's say you're a marksman and a shooter, and then something happens where you accidentally shoot and kill somebody or whatever, and it stained you and it left you with like mental scarring, and now you might have that split second hesitation when you have to pull your weapon out because you accidentally shot a kid, or something crazy. And to me, that's what it kind of looks like. Ever since the J-Rock performance, I feel like we haven't seen the same Swift Jarrett Hurd that I was ringside for in the Lotta fight. Something about it, I don't know if it's the training, the weight gain, the father passing, trying to change his style, not having, whatever it is, I thought he was getting hit too much. So I disagree wholeheartedly with him saying that he beat Luis CUBA Arias. If anything, I think he should try to push for a rematch, but you got to be realistic with yourself. And you can't have a bunch of yes men that say, "Oh no, champ, you was kicking his butt." And as far as the water in the ring, that's something that they both had to endure. You know what I mean? I don't really think that gave anybody really an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was slipping, there was parts where he was getting off the good aggressive shots and these chopping Maidana style right hands, and then he slipped, or shortly after that. So I don't think we can blame the shipping or the slipping and say it really favored anyone or gave someone like an unfair advantage. But y'all let me know what you think. Who did you have winning in this fight? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Use my link in the description. You want to make money on this platform, take risks, takes money to make money. You want to make some money like your boy Ego, click my link, use TUBEBUDDY to level up your content. It's the #1 tool for us YouTubers and content creators to get you seen, get your videos seen, and in front of the right eyes. Let me know how I did in this video, what you think. Is Swift Jarrett Hurd, is he accurate? Is your boy Ego accurate? Let me know something in the comments. We working.